Devin, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right.
Dude, let's go.
We're in season 2 now.
Oh, I should have shaved. I didn't think it was a special occasion.
Devin, you know our faces aren't being shown, right?
I know that, and you know that, but they don't know that.
I'm fairly certain they know that, considering it's a podcast. They know how a podcast works.
Well, let me give them a imagery, visual. I'm trying to think. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, honestly.
Where you use word to describe what somebody looks like.
Describe?
Yeah, but it's a fancy word. Anyways, I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
No, you don't. Well,
With
maybe
my
a
whiskey?
little bit if he was a bit more dumpy and didn't have facial hair and was blonde and had a prohibition haircut.
Hey, I'm gonna see something real fast. Hopefully I won't disconnect. Let's just see.
What do you want to see before you hang up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, what do you want to test?
I'm trying to see if I can access my notes on my phone. I can.
Okay, well, stow your notes away because we got a topic today.
Oh, okay, good. I actually have a topic that I want to talk about that just happened to me a few minutes ago. But we'll do your topic first.
Well, it's kind of going to be the whole episode. It's going to be like, you know, the episode we did about the flags and the asexuality?
Yes.
I thought we could try to do a full episode on the topic.
Good enough for me. But let me talk about my mini topic real fast, because
Okay.
I want to talk about the love triangle between Wolverine, Cyclops, and Greg Jean in the animated series.
You want to talk about what?
The love triangle between Wolverine and Jean Grey.
Why?
Because I've been watching X-Men, the animated series, and it literally just came out of left field, and I want to know why.
You've read the comics, right?
On and off, not in order throughout the years.
Well, I think you can probably get the gist. In short, Wolverine is very horny. Scott cheats a lot. And Jean is Jean, but not always Jean. But, I mean, that's pretty much the thing in a nutshell.
I don't know. I've just been watching the animated series, and I'm on episode 7. Then all of a sudden, out of left field, Wolverine's like, "I want you, and I likes you." Just out of nowhere, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of did that. May I remind you the one time that he switched bodies with Peter Parker? He spent most of his time trying to pork Mary Jane.
Man, I know. That was kind of weird.
Yep.
But the Ultimate Spider-Man comics are pretty good.
Hey, Devin, keep ranting. I'm at work, as you know, and I'm going to have to go do something real quick.
Okay.
Keep talking.
And here's another thing about the series. It's a good animated series, right? But the animation is so choppy from time to time. It's like not even worth it. 1 minute it's nice and smooth, all of a sudden, boom, choppy. And I'm just sitting to myself, this is what 1992 had to offer. Choppy cartoons. Good old choppy cartoons. Don't you just love the choppy cartoons? 1 minute smooth like Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal. Then all of a sudden, boom! Nothing but squares on the screen. Squares on the screen for days. And they're bulky. And then their eyes just magically go to the left like boing! And then go to the right like boing! Animation was such great in 1992. Then we had other cult classes like the Animaniacs that were big supporters of Clinton because he could play the sax. I don't want to play the sax. It looks hard. It's a good instrument. Sounds hard. Also, check out Animaniacs on Hulu. Hulu. Now you're watching. We're not sponsored by Hulu. I'm just hoping to get a Hulu sponsorship out of this.
What have you talked about?
Chubby Animation, and I just did a promotion for Hulu.
Devin, we're not sponsored by Hulu.
I know, but hopefully one day we'll get a sponsorship.
That's not how sponsorships work, but okay. So, today's topic, have you ever had a feeling that something happened, but you come to find out it didn't happen?
You talking about that Mandela Effect?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I was on TikTok, as you know, and there was, you know, how we talked about the whole Harry Potter trans right thing going on?
Trans right thing? Oh, I don't know this.
Alright, so J.K. Rowling was writing another book, and apparently it was very transphobic, and she buckled down on it with saying that trans people aren't valid and all that jazz, and that took her under fire, and people were like, well, and a lot of the actors didn't support her and were like, just because that this has happened doesn't mean that it can't still be a magical experience for the readers. And then other people stepped up that are also actors in the movies and like, we still support you, we care for you and all that. And J.K. Rowling's like, no, not in my house. So J.K. Rowling was under fire for a while, and basically the guy that played Hagrid, let me look up his name.
You're a wizard, Harry.
The guy that played Hagrid, Rupert Hagrid, or the actor's name is Robbie Coltrane. So basically, when I was in high school, I remember watching him die, and that was a huge thing. He died, and everybody mourned. It was on the news.
He
and
died?
I was like, this is really... What?
He died when we were in high school?
Yes, I'm getting to that. So it was on the news, and I thought it was very weird that everybody was so upset about it, and all this. And I was like, oh, that's the guy that played Hagrid. And I was like, okay. And then on Twitter, somebody, apparently Robbie Coltrane, apparently sided with J.K. Rowling, which really confused me. And I checked the comments on on the video that it was talking about, and just about everybody had the same question, like, wait a minute, I thought he died. And then people were like, I remember crying because he died and all this. And apparently now that year was just the year that he retired from acting. Because everybody on the comments were just so confused about Robbie Coltrane, because everybody thought he died. And apparently, I think this is another Mandela Effect.
I mean, I'm gonna go with my crazy conspiracy. The media controls you. Tells you what you want to hear, Kyle. Fake news. It's all fake.
Well, I wasn't the only one having this experience, though. Like, the comments were full of it. And everybody was just like, wait, what? I remember mourning him. But basically, so to give you a summary of the Mandela Effect, in 2010, this shared a false memory phenomenon of the Mandela Effect by self-described paranormal consultant Fiona Broom, in reference a false memory of the death of the South African anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela in prison in 1980. He actually died in 2013, though, but she wasn't the only one that had this experience. Apparently, a lot of people remember him dying, and then got really confused when he wasn't dead.
I'm still gonna go with my original theory. This is what I think is going on, because you gotta think, in our media culture, people create fake news all the time. So I'm going with fake news.
Well, Devin, are you just disbelieving this right out together?
Yes, because
Right
you can absorb a fake piece of media, and you can, in your mind, you're gonna think, "Oh, it's true." Then he's dead, and then you're gonna be like,
okay, what's the line from Star Wars then?
"Luke, I am your father."
Look at that. Let's see. Luke, I am your father, real line. Luke, I am your father, and this has never been said in The Empire Strikes Back. Action line is Darth Vader speaks to him. No, I am your father.
No, I've heard Luke, I am your father.
Are you just upset that you're wrong?
Hold the phone. See, this is what I'm talking. Bro,
No, I am your father.
I'm telling you, they be messing with people with the re-release.
Devin, does Curious George have a tail?
No.
Okay. Apparently people thought he had a tail, and I've always thought he didn't.
He's never had a tail. Unless he had one in the first book, but I don't recall him never having a tail.
Is it Jiffy or Jif?
Say it again?
The peanut butter. Is it Jiffy or Jif?
It's Jeff.
See, I remembered it being Jiffy.
Jiffy?
Yep.
What the heck? Jiffy peanut... Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I think...
You're right, it's Jif, though. No, wait. Yeah, it's Jif.
Jif!
Jiffy.
No, hold up. I think on that one... I feel like Jiffy was the original brand, but they in marketing, you want something short and sweet because people can remember, short stuff. Like short stuff stays in our memory quicker. So I feel like,
is it Tunes or Tunes? And Looney Tunes?
it's It's T-O-O-N. But a lot of people want to say it's tune, like you're tuning an instrument.
Nope. Tunes.
What?
Yeah, it's Tunes. You got your computer, buddy? You look it up.
No, I believe you. Since you're buying a computer.
Remember that text I sent you a couple weeks ago about the name of the book? Sorry, I have a cold.
Name of the book?
Yeah, The Family of Bears.
Oh, the Bears, bro. Yeah. That's been a common Mandela effect.
So you believe it exists?
Nah, bro. Fake news. Fake news. Misprint on the book. Some publisher didn't do their job.
Well, see, the funny thing is, the creator said, yeah, the people typically get the name wrong all the time. But apparently, people have been misreading and hearing the name for years as well. Can you tell me the name of the Bears?
It's the Berenstein Bears.
Is that spell it? The
Oh,
best
bro.
you can.
Bruh. Bear.
B-E-R-E-N, and then spell the rest. Devin? Are you having a stroke?
No.
Then why'd you stop talking?
I was trying to figure out how to spell it out. I'm sorry.
B-E-R-E-N, and what's the rest of it?
STIN?
There's one more vowel. E or A?
E.
They don't exist. It's Berenstain.
Ah,
STAIN.
Berenstain Bears. What?
Yep.
Interesting.
Like Frankenstein.
See, here's my thing. Do you remember the old PBS cartoon back in the early 2000s when we were kids?
Yeah.
See, they would say Berenstain Bears.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are remembering something that didn't exist. Or an alternate version of it on multiple things.
Interesting.
That's what I'm saying is happening. I don't know what this one's talking about. While these women are having sex in the city, it shows. Devin, is it sex in the city or sex and the city?
I'm now questioning I'm questioning every decision right now. I feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Is it A or B? Oh wait, it's the and.
Actually, that's correct. I thought it was in the city, though.
See, I thought so too at first, but then that show was popular when we were growing up, and my mom would watch it, and this thing would pop up. It just how people hear it, because like at first I was like, Sex in the City? That sounds weird. She's like, no, it's Sex and the City.
So, how many E's does Febreze have?
Just one.
You're correct, but I thought it had. Well, more accurately, it has 3. What you're saying is it has 3, but I thought it had 2 double E's, which made it have 4s. But apparently that's incorrect as well.
Really?
Yes. Is it Oscar Mayer or Oscar Mayer?
It's Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, but how's it spelled?
Oh gosh. Oscar and then Meyer. M-A-Y.
You don't have to spell Oscar, okay?
I have to?
You don't have to spell Oscar, Devin. I just said.
Oh good. Then it's just Meyer. Oscar Mayer. It's M-A-Y-O-R.
I'll give you it, but I've always thought it was M-Y-E-R. Or sorry, M-E-Y-E-R, but you're right, it's M-A-Y-E-R.
Haha, them hours of television as a kid was not a waste.
The what?
I said those hours of watching TV as a kid have not been a waste.
The Skechers have a T in it?
The Skechers have a T in it. No, I don't recall seeing it ever having a T in the Skechers.
See, I'm with you on this one. Apparently, some people thought Skechers had a T in it for, sketch or something.
But it doesn't, though. I mean, if anybody ever owns a pair of Skechers, which, I mean, come on, that was the popular brand back in the day, there was never a T in it.
Yeah. What about Fruit Loops? How do you spell that?
Fruitloops. Fruit Loops.
Spell fruit again? What?
Fruit.
On Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not right. Apparently, it's double O.
There's no double O in Fruit Loop. Actually, there is.
I'm fairly certain it is, because we always made a joke about it.
There is. I literally had Fruit Loops this morning.
Yeah. I always remember it with the double O. And we had a joke that it was double O, so you knew it wasn't actually fruit.
Fruity Loo. I like those commercials. You remember their old commercials?
Yeah.
Their old commercials. They would actually
With
be
a
trying to
giant
tell you.
musical vine guy. You remember that?
I do. Their commercials were always trying to tell you a story.
It was kind of like a fever dream, if we're honest.
No, fever dreams were the honeycomb cereal. When they turn into the
You
little.
talking about the little thing? Are you talking about that little thing from back at the barnyard?
Yeah, and the kids eat the honeycombs and they become like a.
Yeah.
That was a fever dream.
Little covenant thing with like on crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Just like spinning like a freaking Beyblade.
Yeah, those commercials. I don't even think they make that cereal anymore.
So apparently, okay, so I don't see this one. Apparently, originally people thought the King Henry VIII portrait was wielding a turkey leg. And in fact, it's a croissant, in my opinion. I've always thought it was a croissant. I will not ask your opinion on this because I already know your answer.
Turkey leg.
Who? Oh, I thought you were just going to ask who.
King Henry VIII was the one who created divorce.
Created what?
Divorce.
I'm going to move on from this topic.
Am I right?
So the Monopoly guy.
Oh no, I know the Monopoly guy. Are you talking about his little eyeglass thing?
The monocle.
Oh.
I remember him with a monocle.
I promise you, I saw that somebody on Facebook, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, was talking about that. I was like, I think in some forms of old media, he had one, but nowadays he doesn't have one.
I don't think he did. I remember looking into the history of the Monopoly thing, like, for a school project. I don't remember him not having one.
No, well, if you've done your research.
I don't know right now. Part of me is like, yes, and the other part of me is like, no.
I just think.
So apparently, Pikachu's tail. And I will agree with you on this one. In some medias, for Pikachu's tail, the dark part was on top of the end of the tail. Especially towards the start of the anime. Like, there's some scenes, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, I think they switched to the end of the tail.
Yep, seeing a lot of people want to argue. It's these new Pokemon fans that don't know nothing.
That is not what we were talking about.
They don't know nothing about Pikachu. Get him, Pikachu.
Alright, Kit Kat.
It's always been spelled with K's.
But does it have a hyphen?
Yes.
It does not.
Yes, it did. What?
It doesn't have a hyphen. I thought it did have a hyphen.
I could.
I was on your boat, and we were both sinking to the bottom.
Bro, hold up. I got a Kit Kat bar, I think, from Christmas somewhere around here. Hold up. No, Hershey. Ew. Dark Hershey bar I never finished.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You do that a lot.
I mean, I know. It's one of my big bars.
You once kept a candy bar in your backpack for an entire year.
Did I really?
And you still ate it.
Did I really?
Yes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It was. And I had to watch, and I'm allergic.
Oh, my grandma gave me some mint. What is this? Some fruit candy. Oh, Lord, I forgot. My grandmother gave me this candy. It's called Fruit Stripes.
I think I remember hearing about that candy. I think my mom had it as a kid or something. Or before.
Well, so I got a little bit of candy left, and from Christmas, I ain't even got around to it.
So, while you're looking for that,
I cannot find it.
describe to me the Fruit of the Loom logo.
It's just Fruit of the Loom with a bunch of fruit on it.
Is there a cornucopia, though?
What's a portacovia?
A giant spiral thingamajigger?
No, there's never been.
See, I remember there being one.
Dang it! I must have ate them all.
And I remember checking my clothing once I found this out, and apparently all my Fruit of the Loom stuff doesn't have a cornucopia, even though I could have sworn they did.
I don't know. Fruit of the Loom, though. Let me put in that sponsorship for Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom. Your briefs. Well, thank you.
We're not going to get sponsored.
I know. That wasn't even the right slogan.
So, let's move on to something that is Sleepwalking Kyle's favorite.
Cheez-Its.
Yes. Does it have a Z at the end?
No. There's never been a Z in Cheez-Its.
I could have sworn there was a Z at the end. To be fair, most of the time when I'm holding a box of Cheez-Its, I'm not conscious.
No. I think you're thinking of the off-brand. Yeah.
Nips. Maybe. Let me check and see the spelling of Cheez-Its. No, they have an S.
Oh.
And I think I remember something about this where it was like, never get the S, get the Z. And I told that to my mother once, and she was like, that makes no sense. And I'm like, never get the cheese nips, get the its.
Get the its. Get the Cheez-Its. Not the cheeses. Or I can't even say it. Get the red box, not the orange box.
So
God, Cheez-Its, those brands of Cheez-Its were disgusting. Cheese nibs.
So, any luck on the Kit Kat?
No, I must have ate them all.
Okay.
But I got Nutella.
All right, Devin. We're gonna move back into some chocolate territory. Double stuffed Oreos.
My favorite.
Yep, fat boy.
Don't call me fat. I'm just big bone.
So, how do you spell stuff?
Stuff. STUFF stuff.
That is correct, Devin. How does Oreo spell stuff?
Not like that.
Do you know for sure?
Yes, final answer.
So apparently they spell it with one F instead of two. I can't say whether I've experienced this or not. I don't eat Oreos. I'm allergic to chocolate. So this is your ballpark, my dude.
I've never noticed. I just ripped open the pack and just went to town.
Well, of course, you've never read.
Double.
Apparently there was a whole thing with the Mona Lisa, whether it was smiling or not.
She's doing a smirk.
No, I don't remember ever smirking. It was just plain faced.
I promise, she's doing a smirk. It's like a smile.
A lot of theories about this. One, but so many people have claimed that she used to have more of an obvious smile. Apparently, some people think it was changed or something, like in touch up. But I don't. Whenever I don't remember it having a smile. I remember people making jokes that, like in cartoons and stuff, like adding a smile.
I thought she was well known for her smirk.
I don't remember her ever having a smirk, Devin.
Oh God, you're making my brain hurt. Now I'm thinking like the Mandela Effect is real.
Well, what about C-3PO's leg?
It's always been that weird silver leg.
I don't remember it being silver.
Yeah, it's a weird tint.
Alright.
If you watch the original series, mainly the first, the original Star Wars, you can see it. But later on in the movies, they fix it.
So.
Also, they ever explain his red arm?
What?
They ever explain his red arm in the new movies? I can't remember.
It was in a comic book,
Oh,
and I kind of wish they kind of kept it in the movies because they took it out almost like immediately the next one. But it was a really good one where they were transporting an enemy droid, and then the two droids were the last ones left, and the bot ended up sacrificing himself to save C-3PO, and the only thing left, or like one of the only things left, was his arm, and C-3PO lost his arm, so he replaced it with it for solidarity. And it was really nice. It's like one of my favorite like extended lores in Star Wars that I really liked.
oh, did you get my TikTok of the Great Jedi Code?
Yes. I thought everybody knew that.
No, I didn't even know they existed. I'm not a hardcore Star Wars fan, I'll say it.
What? You don't know about the Wookiee code?
No, I don't.
Okay, well that's a topic for another day. What about Flintstones? How do you spell it?
Oh no. Oh no. I know it's not spelled the way it sounds. I know that. Because it's Flintstones, but you want to say Flint, like the material, but it's not.
Are you saying it's Flinstones?
Yes,
I thought that too.
but it's not.
Apparently it has two T's. It's Flint, like the rock, and then stones.
Yeah, I know that. My mom's a hardcore Flintstone fan, and like we watched it growing up all the time. So it's like I know it. I know how it's spelled. It's not spelled like it sounds because it's like, oh no.
All right, Devin, I want you to think of the color chartreuse.
The color what?
Chartreuse.
What is that?
You've seen this color before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got that color in your head, and we're gonna say it at the same time in 3, 2, 1.
Purple.
Pink. It's actually green.
Oh.
A lot of people thought it was magenta.
Oh, the weird color.
Collectively, I don't think this is necessarily one of the Mandela effects. I just think it's a lot of colorblind people coming together.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Devin, you know what life is like?
Right now, it's waking up every day, applying for jobs, going to sleep until.
I was gonna say a box of chocolates.
Well, right now, I'm at the part where you get the nuts and the chocolate.
Okay, well, do you remember the line from Forrest Gump?
Oh, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Okay, you said life is like a box of chocolates, right?
Yes.
Well, we're both wrong. Life was like a box of chocolates. Regretting all of those Instagram captions, aren't you?
Yeah, what's the actual saying?
I just told you life was like a box of chocolates. Was, not is.
Oh!
I
Man,
can't really say much. I've never seen Forrest Gump. It's one of those ones where pop culture is enough to where I know it's I know it pretty well because of pop culture, like Dragon Ball Z.
dragon, fight the dragon, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, this one I saw recently on TikTok. What does the evil queen say to the mirror?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the prettiest of them all?
I'll give it to you. It's Ferris.
Oh!
It's actually magic mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall. Wow, I thought it was mirror, mirror.
Everyone did. Like, people have been in this whole hubbub about it.
I don't know why. Snow White's on Disney Plus. Everybody can go watch it.
Okay, so on to Lord of the Rings. Apparently, what do you? When Gandalf tells them to go, what does he say?
None shall pass.
No, when he's telling them to run away.
Run, little children, run.
You don't actually know, do you?
No, I don't remember.
I'm a little defeated inside now.
Sorry.
All right, so I remember hearing "Fly, you fools," which apparently is the correct, but other people have heard "Run, you fools," which I don't think has the same pizzazz.
Wait, why fly?
Because he has the giant eagles. That sounds like I'm on drugs.
Bro, you remember watching that episode of Cinnamon Sin?
Yeah.
This whole movie could have been avoided if they just flew on his giant eagle.
It really could have been.
Yeah, but where's the fun in it?
Well, I mean, a lot of things would be very different. It'd be like you're looking at like a couple hours. You'd run that down to about like 5 minutes, maybe 10.
Please, Percy Jackson would take 4 minutes of that and put it on the cutting room floor. Why did I say Percy Jackson? I meant Peter Jackson.
I don't know. All right. Hello, Clarice.
That's right.
That's not.
It's not. What's that?
Do you know what that's from? Do you even know what that's from, Devin?
No, I don't.
So that's from Hannibal Lecter saying, "Hello, Clarice," or reality that all he said was "Good morning." Say what? What? I don't think that's right. I don't feel like that's right. I think it is "Hello, Clarice."
Bro, that movie is wild.
Well, it's about a man who eats people.
Bro, but then they catch that
I don't know
killer.
what you were expecting, but okay.
Bro, and then that scene with the guy throws the people in the well and he uses their skin, and it's just like, oh!
It puts the lotion on his skin or he gets the hose again.
Bro, and then he throws on the woman's skin suit and he's just dancing. I'm just like, oh man, I'm scarred for life.
You know what's weird?
What?
A lot of the horror movies are based on real stories.
Hush your mouth.
All right, on to Queen.
You say the we?
All right. So apparently, people think Freddie Mercury is belting "Of the World" and "We Are Champions of the World." Apparently, it never happened. However, Freddie does sing the words at the end of the song during the band's famous Wembley Stadium performance. So apparently, in this situation, it's a case of one time singing it and then the rest of them not.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They, like, over the years, you can change something by a little bitty, and then people are going to start this argument. That's just him being an artist.
Devin, you don't believe in this, but you're experiencing it at the same time. So, Mr. Rogers' theme song. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Won't you be my neighbor?
No, you weren't supposed to finish it. You were supposed to see if that was right.
Oh. Yeah, he says, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
That's incorrect, and I can tell you why.
Hold up.
And I remember this one. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Oh.
That's what I've always remembered.
Won't you be my neighbor? such a great show.
Okay, I don't believe in this one, but how many states do we have?
50.
That is correct. Apparently, some people think that we have 41 or 50 or something. Not 41. 51 or 52.
No, for Christ's sakes, who's the extra two?
Apparently, it's mostly foreign people, and then some Americans. But after the whole Capitol siege, I don't think we get much say on what the rest of the world think about us. Yep.
What are the two states, or they just said 52?
They just said 52 in this article.
Well, to be honest, 51 is such an odd number.
I mean, I think it comes into play with Puerto Rico, but I don't know if that's counted as a state.
No, it's territory. Well, no, they're their own country now, I think. Oh crap! Now I'm confused. No, something happened in 2014. Before 2014, they were considered American territory because it's such a small country. So I can see what.
There's no follow-up to this, so I'm gonna assume that may be the case. But I do remember there being debate on it being the 51st. I remember there being debate, but I don't remember there ever being 51. I'm gonna clarify that for you.
Oh crap! I said 51 states. I bet 50 states.
No, you said 50.
Oh, I thought I said 51 states.
All right, we're gonna take a brief break for an advertisement. Okay?
All right.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, hello.
Sorry it took so long. I had to process it. I added background music.
Was the episode over, or you just did the first part?
First part. It's a very long first part, though.
Yeah, I know. We were at 40 minutes.
43, I think.
Okay, 43. So we got about 15 more to go.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes us. This may be a longer episode.
Oh, that's fun.
So, apparently Sinbad used to play a genie, or people thought he played a genie in Kazam.
That old comedian, I don't even know.
Yeah, I remember it being Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, right, it was Shaq.
Yeah, I remember it being Shaq.
It's Shaq. Whoever thought it was Sinbad's an idiot.
Well, dang, Devin.
I mean, he could have played a genie, but I'm just saying.
A lot of people think that. So.
Lord, I watched Sinbad and Conehead about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, bro, whatever happened to Sinbad?
Or Kazam?
No, the comedian Sinbad on the movie Conehead.
So, apparently, I don't know what. I'm starting to question these honestly on this thing. Apparently, people thought didn't think Smokey the Bear's name was Smokey.
It is Smokey.
Well, yeah, it kind of is after they rebranded him, but he was originally called Hot Foot Teddy.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, because he was a bear they rescued from a fire and his feet were scorched. They called him Hot Foot Teddy.
That sounds something gay.
What?
That sounds gay.
How is that gay?
What did you say, Hotfoot Teddy?
Yes, because his paws were scorched from a fire.
Oh, I heard Hot Teddy. I was like, never mind.
You are the worst.
Never mind.
So, apparently in the 1989 Chinese riots, a lot of people remember a man getting hit by a tank.
Well, did he?
Apparently not. Apparently he didn't get hit by the tank. which is very weird because I remember watching this video in school, and I remember seeing him get hit by the tank, and they were explaining the situation to us, and I'm very confused now.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. They never taught us that in school.
Apparently, a lot of people didn't notice or forgot about his death in 2012. Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, you didn't know he died?
I didn't know he died.
Yeah, I think he died of old age or cancer.
I'm not sure. I mean, let me look it up in a minute. But I don't remember ever seeing this on the news. Like, a lot of my childhood was focused around, like, science and stuff. My aunt would have told me. Really weird.
You sure you don't? You remember learning about it in your subconscious? Because it's 2021 and we have to deal with a lot of crap that's in our subconscious.
Hold up. What are you saying?
I was saying maybe you did learn about it, but now that you're grown and we have adult stuff, we're just like, eh.
Well, typically, that's not how repressed memories really work. Okay, his family found the time that the cause of death was complications resulting from a cardiovascular procedures. Armstrong to catheterization lab rather than directly to the operating room when he began to experience complications. He was a lawyer and an astronaut, and he was in Cincinnati.
So,
yeah, I do not remember this.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go quiet on you.
This is like the reverse of what I was experiencing with the Hagrid thing.
So you thought Neil Armstrong was alive this whole time?
And I thought I thought Rupert Hagrid was dead.
Well, you got it twisted upside down.
Dude, why are you so rude about this? A lot of people experience this. You know this, right?
Got it twisted upside down, and you're living with your auntie and Prince in Bel Air.
Alright, what about Billy Graham?
Bro, he died like last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Lord, do people think he's still alive?
Devin, you thought Elvis was still alive for a while.
I didn't. I've been knowing Elvis is dead.
Yes, you did.
Bro, no.
I don't think he died when he did. I think he was up and about on a beach somewhere. That is what you said to me.
Oh, the conspiracy theory? Bro, I believe in that conspiracy theory sometimes.
No, people remember Billy Graham's death. People remember it being aired on TV, though, and apparently it wasn't.
It was on the news, but it wasn't like... Are you sure?
I remember it being aired on the news, or being aired on TV.
I could have sworn I seen it on TV, because he was a pretty big deal.
Well, you're suffering from the Mandela Effect. Screw you, Devin.
Well, guess I am. All well.
You've been a dick about this the entire time. Be a little open, okay? Especially for somebody that has a horrible memory. Is that why you're having such a hard time believing this?
Yep.
You know, some of us can remember what we had for breakfast.
I had Fruit Loops for breakfast.
What'd you have yesterday?
Hamburger helper.
For breakfast?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I skipped breakfast because I woke up around noon.
Okay. What'd you have for breakfast in kindergarten?
Probably Eggo waffles.
You don't remember?
I remember as a little kid, I used to like Lucky Charms a lot, so Lucky Charms.
I also had Lucky Charms on this day as a kid. I remember what I had for breakfast a lot of the time, like years ago.
All right, Sheldon.
Some of us don't have shit memories.
Sheldon, everybody, figure out Quantum Leap. I remember when my mama made me go to school. It was August 1st,
I
1980.
remember every bad thing that's ever happened.
Oh, I know. I'm just being funny.
What the crap is that?
That?
Hold on a second. There's a very old car. Okay, it didn't turn in. Mother Teresa. Apparently, people have strong opinions about when Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint.
Okay.
Apparently, this didn't. Apparently, this happened in 2016, but many remember it happening in the 1990s. Or sorry, when she was still alive.
I'm gonna say, wouldn't you do it while she's alive?
I don't know. I can't speak of saints.
I'm not a Catholic. I can't tell you. And I even worked for a Catholic school.
With a tragic accident on January 28, 1986, there was a number of people who thought it happened in 1984 or 1985.
Say that again. Wait, what?
Didn't it happen in 1984?
What happened in 1984?
The Challenger explosion.
I thought it did because my parents remembered when they were kids.
Yeah, but apparently it's 1986.
Oh. Well, I knew it was the 80s.
Doris Lindbergh's infant son was kidnapped. The entire world focused on the attention of the story. Many remember the case being cold, but they sadly found the body and sentenced the killer to death for a heinous act. Do you remember it being a cold case?
No, I thought NASA figured out the problem.
What?
I thought NASA figured out the problem.
Devin, we're talking about the Lindbergh.
Oh, yes, I believe the Lindbergh was a cold case.
Apparently, I remember it as a cold case. Apparently, it wasn't.
They solved it?
Yeah, apparently they found the sentence was the body was found and the killer was sentenced to death for the heinous act.
Oh.
I remember there being a trial and hearing about it, but it was still a cold case on where the body was. Is what I remember.
I just remember always hearing it was a cold case.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too. Do you know anything about Patrick Swayze?
The actor?
You know the wallet brand.
No, I know nothing about Patrick Swayze.
Okay. So Patrick Swayze's health, through the actor sadly died from being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. People have said they remember him recovering.
I don't know anything about this.
Alright, so Leonardo DiCaprio got his first Oscar in 2016.
Yes,
Right?
with that movie. Outpost, I think is the name of that movie.
Some people apparently believe that he got one much sooner,
No, he didn't.
and they believe this because he was nominated previously 5 other times.
He never won them. surprisingly. He should have got one for Django. Django was good.
All right, so in Magic Kingdom, do you recall where the castle was located?
At Disney World?
Yes, that's what I said.
Bro, it's in the dead center.
Apparently, some people remember it being in the entrance of the park.
What do you think?
Okay, so I grew up on the Disney sing-alongs for reference, and I think it's not necessarily in the dead center, but it's towards the center, and it has a bunch of stuff running around it.
It's a weird layout because if you think about it,
there's streets that lead up to it.
Exactly. It's like. Also, you used to watch the Disney sing-along tapes too?
Yes.
Like me too. Great tapes. Made me want to go to Disney. I still want to go to. I want to go to Disney this year, to be honest with you.
All right. So.
But no, I think it's more towards. I think it's towards the center. Is that what you think? It's not dead center, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
I'll have to hop on.
I'm looking up in other stores, and apparently, they say that the Mona Lisa was frowning.
Can't you see the world of imagination?
All right, here's a new one. You know anything about risky business?
Is that Tom? That's a Tom Cruise movie, right?
That's correct. It was in 1983, I think.
Jesus Christ! How old is Tom Cruise?
So they remember him dancing in his underwear, a dress shirt, Ray-Bans, Home Alone. You know that iconic scene?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you watch the now iconic scene again, you may be surprised to see Tom Cruise isn't wearing sunglasses. What?
Wait, what? He always wears sunglasses.
I could have sworn he had sunglasses on.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Are you looking up the clip?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Because that has to be risky business. Kyle, he's not wearing shades.
All right. Let's see if I can find any others. Ed McCon and the Publishers Clearinghouse. Do you recall Tonight Show sidekick Egg McCohen?
I do not.
I don't know what this one's about. Yeah, I don't know what this one's about. Alright, please hold while this next one loads.
Alright. Time to play some awkward elevator music. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom.
Okay, Rich Uncle Penny Bags.
Rich Uncle?
Yeah, do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Why, it's the Monopoly Man, of course.
Really?
Apparently, his name is Real Uncle Pennybags. Ever shrewd business tycoon, he always dressed up to the nines in his top hat and monocle. Is this about his monocle too?
Interesting.
Yep, it's about his IDs. The bird baby, yabba dabba doo. Oh, that's a bad word.
Talking about Pebbles from Flintstones? Yabba dabba doo!
No, that's actually in, I forget where it is, but that's FU.
Yabba dabba doo?
Yes.
Yabba dabba doo! This man said abba dabba doo!
Okay, so do you know an Abe Vigoda?
I do not.
Well, apparently he's like a super big thing with the Mandela Effect. There was a chance at least once in your life you've presumed a celebrity or public figure has passed, when in fact they are very much still alive. After Abe, Biota might be one of the most biggest Mandela experiences, who actually died in 2016. He was reportedly dead by a number of different media outlets, some of them 30 years prior. So this is another thing of a lot of people remember watching the news and them saying that he died like 30 years ago.
No. Great.
It's a similar thing with the Hagrid one and Nelson Mandela, Neil Armstrong.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
All right, Gremlins.
All right, my specialty.
What?
I like those movies.
Your specialty is in Gremlins or in movies?
I like the Gremlin movies. I like the Gremlin movies.
Very specific, but okay.
They're good movies.
Knit with kids and adult moviegoers. For those who have saw the movie, remember that they named the villainous gremlin differently. What was the villainous gremlin's name?
It was Spike.
Really?
Yes.
Some say it was Stripe, while others say it was Spike. As it turns out, Sinister Gremlin was in fact Stripe.
You know what? Crap. I was just now thinking, I was like, no wait, it is Stripe. It's just because...
No. You made your choice.
Dang it. No, here's the thing. He had a mohawk with a stripe on it. And I could have, the way they... it was Stripe. Because look...
So Devin, I'm looking at a picture.
Hoop. I just lost $1,000.
Have you ever seen MASH, Devin?
A few episodes.
Alright, apparently some viewers recall the sad fate of Walter Radar, aka Walter Radar O'Reilly, played by Gary Berganoff. But in fact, the character appeared to season 8 and was very much alive during the send-off episode. And in fact, Berganoff was one of 2 actors to reprise MASH role in the original movie upon the series was based. I don't know much about this one, but I did watch a lot of MASH.
I'm not really sure, but I did watch a lot of Nat MASH too.
All right, your time to shine, Billy boy.
What do you mean it's my time to shine?
All right, 1988. Tom Hanks. The actor portrayed Josh, a young boy who wishes he was big. Then wakes up with himself and body a full-grown adult. you know the story. So do I. Well, just about everyone can agree the movie is all sorts of sweet and hilarious. There are conflicting reports about an alternate ending in the version. They say the kid Josh is seen sitting in the classroom, only to notice, a female classmate who turns out to be Susan, Big, Josh's love interest. It's decided that Susan returned to the fairground and she wished she could be a kid again.
Yo, that's deep.
I don't know about that one. Let's go to another one. 101 Dalmatians. What do you know about it?
Cruella de Vil. You're a mean one, Cruella de Vil.
So much of that.
Isn't that Cruella?
First off, it's Cruella.
Cruella.
Wait,
I'm
what? Hold on. I may be wrong. Hold on. Shut up, Devin. I may be wrong. In 101 Dalmatians, the glamorous litter of doggies, 101, as the title suggests, must escape the sinister plot in some film. Cruella de Vil. De Vil's goal is to make fur out of the pups, own beautiful coats as Disney fans. In some instances, that Cruella's is, or at one time was spelled de Vil, at least in terms of Disney films. Okay, so it's just really a thing of whether. So basically, her name spells Cruel Devil, and some say that her name is spelled with 2 L's and an E, and apparently it's DE capital VIL. You know.
Yeah.
Devil. What do you think it was?
De Vil. I never put.
Which one? Spell.
I didn't think it was spelled devil. I'm not even gonna spell it, but if it's.
You saying it's not devil?
Yeah, I didn't think it was devil.
No, there's a written. It is devil, but okay.
The live action movies were good. Did you ever watch the live action ones?
Yes, devil.
Good movies, especially the one with the Dalmatian with no spots. That was a good one. It had the guy that plays his house in it. Or was that the first one? I can't even remember.
All right, Devin. How many people were in the car with JFK?
His wife, him, 2 security guards on the outside, and the driver.
So you're saying
Yeah,
5.
security guards were on the outside.
You know, you're actually not far off. There was actually
Darn.
6. The additional people in the car were Agent Bill Greer, Secret Service Agent Roy Kellerman, Governor John Connolly, and Nellie Connolly.
Wow, I can't believe I was one off.
And then, of course, you know him and his wife.
Yep. She got guts. She got brains all over her. She is scarred for life.
Yep. And then, have you seen the news lately? Or social media lately?
On what?
People are defending Trump on the state of not wanting to go to Biden's inauguration because JFK didn't go to, to the next. What was? Who became president after JFK? I'm blanking on the name.
Shoot, I can't even remember.
Lyndon B. Johnson, that was the name. Why couldn't I remember his name? But yeah, apparently people were defending, saying JFK didn't show up to Lyndon B. Johnson's, and then people were like, well, technically he was there if you want to get that technical, but he was on her coat, and which wasn't completely wrong.
Ooh.
But
Listen, let's hope.
Basically, Lyndon B. Johnson became president after JFK was shot, and on the plane, they pronounced him dead because there's a gunshot wound to the head. He kind of died of air on the brain, if you want to get stupid. So, the vice president was sworn in almost immediately on the plane, and Lyndon and JFK's wife was standing next to him on the picture. And if you want to get more technical, he was in the next room on the plane.
Ugh. What a sad, sad day for America. The coolest Democrat in the history got his brains blown off.
Okay. Color of surprise. Oh, this is a British thing. Okay. For years, we thought we were using whiteout correction fluid to gloss over any typewriter or pen mistakes. It turns out we are actually using what? Whiteout. W-I-T-E.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm trying to process it because we used a lot of whiteout for work. I'm gonna say it's like
I could have sworn it was like the color white, but apparently
yeah, it is.
not.
It's like a queer light. It's a clear white strip.
Hold on, I'm googling it. What the crap?
What?
I'm gonna let you Google that, Devin.
Lord, what's it popping up on Google?
We're not
Whiteout
bots.
is a stupid little white tape things. What
Look
you type
it up.
in? Whiteout.
By that BIC. You know the ballpark pin?
Yeah.
Ballpoint pen industry, I think.
Whiteout. Say it again.
There is some bleach called whiteout though.
Well, we're both wrong. Alrighty.
You see what I'm talking about?
What the heck, Twitter? Oh, and the Kansas City Chief assistant coach is in trouble for a car crash he caused.
All right, Devin. Do you know anything about Cameron San Diego? Devin? Earth to Major Tom.
Earth to Major Tom.
Yeah, get
No,
off
I
your
heard
phone
you.
Focus. Do you know anything about Carmen
Yeah, she's the lady
Sandiego?
that's always she's like a world class criminal, and these two kids are trying to catch her, but nobody can catch her.
Close enough. Why don't you take so
I don't
long
know.
to
I was saying
respond?
hello. I guess you couldn't hear me.
I can't tell if you're cutting in and out.
I must be
sometimes.
cutting in and out.
Okay. Double-breasted coat is a bold red.
It's a double.
Apparently,
It's a double coat.
what? Yeah, double-breasted. That's
Oh.
what that means. Apparently, some people remember it being yellow.
It was
for a
never
while.
yellow. She's always wore red.
Okay. Do you know a Sally
No.
Field? So, absolutely notorious speech, Sally Field is quoted in saying, "You like me, you really like me." Apparently, the line has been repeated over and over again. The actress who won the Oscar for Places in the Heart and actually said, "I can't deny the fact that you like me, right? You like me right now. You like me." I remember it being, "You like me, you actually
Never
like me."
seen it.
It's called the Oscars, Devin.
Nope. Don't watch the Oscars.
You know, I would have never guessed.
Why? Because I'm such a big TV buff.
All right, Devin. We're going to give this one a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to assess the Nelson
All right.
Mandela Effect.
All right.
All right? Anything to say to the people before we see them again in
Nope.
a minute for them?
Hey, yo.
Okay, you're still alive.
Sorry, I was finishing up watching the last TikTok you sent me.
Okay. Well, we're back, and we're in the finale of the Mandela Effect episode.
Bro, does it look like it's about to rain where you're at?
It just started raining right now, and now. Okay, it just stopped as I said that.
Magic.
Don't think that's magic.
Don't you believe in magic?
All right, Devin. So, what do you know about time travel?
That you can go into the past and the future?
Yes. So, like in The Flash, when he travels from. Okay, so the best way I can describe this, the Mandela Effect, or what I think may be happening, is quantum physics. So, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in their newest season, they time travel. Spoiler alert. Sorry. But they jump from one timeline to another.
Wait, in the Flash?
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I just said that.
Oh, I got confused. I was like, wait, you've already watched season 7 of the Flash? I was like, it hasn't even come out yet. But all right, in the age of dude, I'm so behind on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like the last episode I watched was the Ghost Rider
Last
scene.
episode you watched was with me, and that was because Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
But no, basically what I'm trying to tell you. So they go back to the past, and they create a new timeline from their old one, which branches off whole different events. But it's close enough to where they can still jump back to it.
All right.
A lot of, from a quantum physics perspective or multi-world theory, it would propose that we somewhat shifted in our timeline from what it originally was, which would explain. I really wouldn't explain much, but basically, it's proposing the theory that we're from this timeline, but we've shifted into this new one.
Interesting.
I know your quantum physics is less than rusty.
I don't even know what it is.
Multiverse. What do you know about the multiverse, Devin?
That anything that we do in different worlds, there's different outcomes based on certain decisions. Like, and there's one multiverse where we could be women, and our friends that are ladies are men.
That's a very specific thing, but okay.
Or there's a Earth where we went to Berry College instead of Shorter.
Okay. Devin, what can change somebody's somebody's entire timeline?
Messing with the past.
I was gonna say something as small as saying "I love you," "I'm sorry," something like that. Like small things can cause big things to happen further down the line. Are you following?
I am following.
Okay, good, Mr. Clean.
Don't call me Mr. Clean.
You're right. You're too messy.
Yeah, that's what my mother tells me every day, but I'm just like, eh.
Devin, we've talked about this in this episode already. You eating a year-old chocolate bar that you were saying I'll eat it eventually, and then you finally did eat it. It was a year old, and I don't know how you didn't get sick.
I got a strong belly.
That is not true. You poop and pee constantly, and you made pipes explode in our dorm room because of your bowels.
All I have to say is I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell that to the RA, which you collapsed the ceiling in on.
Oops. At least nobody was below it.
He was bound to be. He opened the door and then it caved in.
Aren't you glad that something distracted him for that extra 5 minutes?
Devin, in a different dimension, you killed a man because you pooped and clogged the toilet 7 times
Wait,
in 2 days.
would that have killed
That's not
somebody?
it was a weekend, and we weren't even there for a week, but you clogged the toilets like 7 times that week.
Yes.
Averaging about 24 poops that week.
God, was that the summer I took online classes?
No.
Oh, that was the summer. That was the summer after. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, it was the summer
That was
after.
the one where you worked at Six Flags.
That's right. I just left Six Flags.
And then your mother thought you were dating my sister.
Ugh.
And all of us just stood there in shock. And I was the only one quippy enough to leave a comment of, "And you didn't tell me?"
I didn't even know. Oh yes, Kyle. Your sister would come to Six Flags all the time while I was working, and we would just roam
We
around the
both
bush.
know that is incorrect. She has a bad knee and hates walking.
I know that, and you know that.
Your mother didn't know that.
No. Telling you,
Yeah.
now your sister dating somebody, she gonna end up on the ID channel.
Let's not talk about that. Let's go back to quantum physics.
Gonna end up on the
So,
physics channel.
I wish you were here with me and I had a whiteboard, or we were like in a Zoom call and I could do diagrams for you. But we're not in person. We're over the phone. So sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. So
Dude, are you kidding
your
me?
dad's okay. You know that episode of Bob's Burgers
Which one?
where Linda stays with that one guy because Bob doesn't have the mustache when they meet?
Bruh, yes.
It's like that.
She stays with Hugo, the health inspector?
Yes, but in this case, the timelines are so similar that we can jump in between them on accident.
First of all,
unbeknownst how, but we are able to jump in between them so easily. Thus, theoretically, would make the proposed theory that we are experiencing a different timeline than we actually are. Thus, like the brands and stuff.
interesting.
Is that a little more better?
Yes.
It's kind of like in Back to the Future, where it's like instead of like a major change, it's instead of like a gigantic change of like who your parents are. It's something like how they changed the name of the mall, Twin Pines Mall, the Lone Pine Mall.
Yeah, because he wrecked the trees.
Yeah, it's like a result of something like that. It's nothing major. The business still goes on, but um, only like a minor change occurs.
Yo, that's deep.
But this does raise the question where if it's a minor change, how would that affect somebody's life?
I don't know because that could inspire somebody to start a business there.
Well, no, the reason I say that is we're talking about people remembering people die, correct?
Correct.
How unconsequential would their life be then if millions of people remember you dying, mourn you, and then turns out you're not dead,
Lord,
like 30 years off?
that sounds like something out of a spy movie.
That does not sound like a spy movie. That sounds like something out of the Twilight Zone.
Or Speed Racer. You remember Speed Racer?
I have not watched Speed Racer.
Dude, so much green
I
screen.
like sending you random Speed Racer clips, though, and you haven't watched them yet.
Dude, the Speed Racer movie? So much green
Yeah.
screen. So much.
Well, that's... Devin, you don't like good movies. Your favorite movie is The Green Lantern.
It's not my favorite.
You said it was your favorite. I'm sorry. Is it Sausage Party?
No. But that movie's in my top 10.
Oh, my goodness. Why are you like this? But no. Let's get back to the topic we're talking about. So, would you mourn me if I died?
Well, of course.
Okay. Now imagine you mourned me, you got over it, and then you find out I'm not dead.
I would be confused.
Right. So imagine how people feel. Like, these actors impacted their lives in, like, big ways.
You know what? No, during the funeral, I want an open casket. I'm opening up the casket and be like, bro, you in here?
Look, we both know that you're going to have to leave me out a little bit to make sure I'm actually dead. I have a habit of almost dying. At this rate, my Valentine may be death. She loves to flirt with me, my dude.
All right, Deadpool, have fun.
You think I'm kidding, but how many times did I almost die in 2019?
Lord, too many times. This man had rashes everywhere.
It was hives. Like, I got such severe allergies out of nowhere. And then I almost died. I did kind of look like Deadpool, though.
I know. Hey, girl, you want to see my rashes? Kyle, put the shirt down.
I never said that. You were just really hoping you would get the chance for me to do that. Whether that or that's not something you thought I would say.
I'm still waiting. Lord, remember that time we went downtown and we saw the bingo hall?
I'm telling you, if you let me in there, I could have smoked all those old people and won all the prizes.
Bro, my question if they play for money, because where my grandparents used to go, they played for like $500 to $1,000, like $1,500. Like, it was packed.
Where, in Florida?
No, it was somewhere over in Dallas, Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather used to play a lot.
I'm actually really good at bingo, which is ironic because I had really bad luck. except for when it comes to bingo.
Lord, every time we go though, somebody would always try to give me their granddaughter's number. Like, I'm just trying to win money and spend time with my grandpa.
And what was your grandfather doing? If he's anything like you, Pervy's age, I imagine he's like, go on, get a number. Is she hot?
No, he'd be like, you want some popcorn?
Why does your grandfather sound like me?
He used to go get snacks and go get the cars and get the Pepsi. He loved Pepsi. He hated Coke.
Fascinating. Another Mandela Effect thing was the Pringles can guy. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. Mustache or no mustache?
Yeah.
I think he's always had a mustache, but some people remember him not having one.
No, not mustache. It was the lines on the mustache.
Oh.
Yeah. You see how it's a bit weird?
Very.
It's like small details that aren't typically too big, but it's a shared consciousness thing where it's like a bunch of people are experiencing this.
Dude, I could go for some Pringles right now.
Okay. Well,
hold up. Let me do my Pringle ad sponsorship. Sponsored by
I proposed one possible thing. What do you think it could be?
What? Say it.
I proposed it could be like either like a multiverse theory. It also could be there's one thing that makes me want to think that maybe it's pop culture. Like pop culture takes a lot of these things and it kind of does these things to augment it for a joke, and then we kind of run with it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's our perceived notion of what it is. That could be that's probably my main theory, but I like the multiverse theory because it's a fun thing to bounce around with. Quantum physics is one of my hobbies.
This man's studying physics like he's about to go to the Physics Bowl.
What?
The Physics Bowl. It was a TV show on Channel 2 Action News.
Wait, in Georgia?
Yeah.
I think I was on the set of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dope.
I think it's in the CNN Center, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, I was on the set of that.
Yo, that's dope.
All right, Devin. You are a very interesting guy. Typically, you're not very smart. You're not very logical.
I heard you. I don't know if you're going to say anything else or what.
I imagine you're going to have some very interesting theories about this.
All right.
Considering one time you tried to convince me Elvis was still alive.
Who?
Because you tried to convince me one time Elvis was still alive.
Telling you, bro. The hardcore Elvis fans think he's in Tennessee somewhere.
Yeah, some people think he's trimming the bushes at Graceland, as you presented to me that one time. And then another theory was that he was just an old man and whatever his name was, whatever the president was at the time, helped him cover up his own death. And he went to Panama or something. I don't remember what you told me exactly. It was the night I gave you coffee, and I kind of regretted it. So.
Whoa.
So, Devin, present your crackpot theories.
That Elvis is still alive?
No, on the Nelson Mandela Effect.
I mean, we pretty much covered all the ones I knew. I think
Really?
Yeah, like I knew about the Pikachu tail one, the Berenstein. Oh, what about Mickey Mouse's buttons? No, Mickey Mouse's overalls.
What do you mean?
Some people have claimed that Mickey Mouse wore overalls, which is not true because I've been watching.
Didn't Goofy wear overalls?
Yes, I think that's why people got confused. Because I've been watching a lot of old Disney cartoons just to prove the theory. Mickey Mouse has always wore those double button shorts.
Uh-huh.
However, people are convinced that at some point he was wearing overalls. Red overalls. You're thinking about it, aren't you?
I'm Googling it. Yeah, there's some overalls.
Wait, what?
There's some things with him with overalls, and some without. I'm not talking like the blue jean one for like a thing or something. There are some, not like, there's some retro stuff of him with overalls, like red overalls, and buttons are up top. I think it was a costume design, and they tested it with animation for a while, and then they kind of phased it out. I do know what you're talking about, though, but I remember both.
You're right. I've been watching all the old Disney cartoons I've been watching. He's been wearing his original red button up.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Did you
Like I
know
said,
Minnie Mouse had a Mexican mouse boyfriend?
was he also a
Yes,
rat?
he was tall and skinny like a sewer rat.
Yeah, that's one of the gay things. It was to show the feminine man tricking people into. It was a whole toxic gay thing they did way back. Yeah.
Well, all I know is that mouse tried to steal Minnie from Mickey, and Mickey got mad, bro. He put up some hands.
Yeah. So you don't have any crackpot theories like aliens or anything?
Nope.
Like
Nope.
nothing.
We pretty much covered all the ones I know about the Pringle can, Pikachu's tail, the Mickey Mouse, the Berenstein Bears.
Devin, have you been kidnapped or
Nope.
brainwashed? Huh.
Trust me, I've been at my parents' house. I haven't been anywhere in a while.
Typically, no offense, but you're not the most intellectual fellow, and you often like to jump to crazy theories. Or you used to, at least, before you went to Briarcliff.
Yes, Kyle, Briarcliff brainwashed me. I'm one of them.
Well, I wasn't proposing that.
One of them.
I was proposing that you matured, and I was surprised by it, but I mean...
One of them.
Okay, Devin. I was under the assumption you matured as a person, but maybe
One
not.
of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord, I'm tired of having nostril problems. I'll tell you what.
I don't know what to make of that, dude. All right. So unless you have any more crazy theories like aliens, the Bermuda Triangle, or Rob Sterling was actually an alien the entire time.
President Trump's an alien. Prove me wrong.
I hate you.
Trump's an orange alien from Mars.
I want to die so bad.
And Biden's a lizard people.
Okay. I think that's about enough for one episode. Devin, where can they find you?
They can find me on my own sports podcast here on Anchor and Spotify.
And
More
what's it called?
sports.
All right, and you can catch more episodes of the Random Hour. Some of them include
Hello.
Devin. Unfortunately, most of them include Devin. I've been meaning to try to fix that problem, but it's like a cockroach infestation. You can't really get it to go away.
Yep. Once you pick me, I never leave.
Yay!
I like how you're just like, yay. Now get out my studio.
Yep. Well, you're not in the studio today. I am.
I know. Doing this through the phone. COVID, 6 feet back.
Yep.
It's more of.
Do you, by chance, before I hang up, do you want to try to film one of your podcasts?
No, I need to go feed the dogs, and the twins have been hollering for food, so I gotta go see what they want.
Okay. Well, more sports will get a episode.
Yeah, keyword eventually. I might talk about the Super Bowl tomorrow, Monday afternoon.
Well, I gave you like a bunch of. I basically gave you a bunch of topics last time we talked, and well, not last time we talked, but last time we talked about the podcast, and I basically made a whole episode for you, and all you had to do was call me, but you never did.
Lord, I lost track. But anyways, y'all can catch me there. I need to revamp it, try to get the money situation going so I can make a little change.
You just need to get episodes going.
That's what I'm saying.
You have a better following than me, so.
Jangle, jangle.
My audience is like 2 to 3. Last I checked, yours was 4 to 5, or about 10. Last I checked on yours.
Slowly growing. All right, y'all have a good day.
All right.